On your screen are stashes of notes and more notes and gold recovered from the house of former West Bengal Minister Partha Chatterjee's aide Arpita. Jaw-dropping, isn't it? This raid conducted by the Enforcement Directorate unearthed the money trail that led to Arpita Mukherjee's apartment. The CBI was investigating this teacher recruitment scam while the ED launched a parallel probe suspecting a money angle. The TMC cried foul, alleging centre's ploy to harass political opponents, though it fired Partha and distanced itself from him in the days to come with recovery of more cash. Of lately, there's been a lot of discussion about what the Enforcement Directorate is, why it is required, what makes it so powerful, and can it be misused as a tool for political vendetta. Hi, I'm Richa Dwivedi, and on NIJ Explained today, let's look at what the ED is, why it is making news, and a little bit about its pursuits. What is the ED? It is a law enforcement and economic intelligence agency responsible for enforcing economic laws and fighting economic crime in India. Formed in 1956, it became a prime agency following enactment of the Prevention of Money Laundering Act in 2002. Implemented from July 1st, 2005. It comes under the Revenue Department of the Finance Ministry. The ED can start an investigation against anyone without complaint or application. Under the Prevention of Money Laundering Act or PMLA, an ED officer just needs to file an Enforcement Case Information Report or ECIR, which is for internal use and need not be shared with the accused. Also, an investigating officer can also issue summons without giving any specific reason. Nearly a decade ago, the ED was largely concerned with money laundering cases in the corporates. Now, remember how UPA 1 and UPA 2 regimes in India were marred by huge financial scams that began surfacing. The Commonwealth Games scandal, 2G spectrum allocation, coal blocks allocation irregularities, the Sarada scam, etc. These were also scandals that had political links. At this point, the ED began taking up Prevention of Money Laundering Act cases. At this point, the ED began taking up PMLA cases. All this while P. Chidambaram served as the finance minister twice. The PMLA that was introduced by the NDA government in 2002 was made stringent by amendments under the UPA regime. It included provisions that gave enough room to punish a person for merely possessing proceeds of a crime, however meager they were. The PMLA was again amended in 2019, further empowering the ED. Let us take a look at some high-profile cases. There are several high-profile cases with political links that the ED is investigating. Considering the political links, there ought to be protests. The INX media case that involves allegation of irregularities in foreign exchange clearances given to INX Media Group for receiving overseas investment in 2007. The National Herald case in which AJL, the publishers of the National Herald newspaper, were acquired fraudulently by Young Indian Limited. The West Bengal teachers recruitment or SSC scam, the Jharkhand mining case, the disproportionate assets case, Chinese visa case, Patrachal case. Let us take a look at the recoveries by ED. The ED over the last 8 years has carried out 3,010 raids and attached proceeds of crime worth rupees 99,356 crore under the PMLA, resulting in the conviction of 23 accused. While there were just 3 convictions between 2002 and 2017, the ED managed to secure more convictions in the following months. In money laundering cases relating to Vijay Mallya, Mehul Choksi and Nirav Modi, the ED has confiscated around rupees 18,000 crore by the orders of the courts following due procedure. Also, probe into terrorism-related cases by the ED has resulted in the identification of properties worth about rupees 1,250 crore as proceeds alleged crimes under PMLA. Financial trails are difficult to establish, especially when it comes to the money that is stashed in international tax havens. Misuse or duty? Now, coming to the misuse of ED, it will be worth noticing that ED probes are actually resulting in gigantic recoveries from both politicians and non-politicians alike. In case of economic fugitives, there isn't much sympathy with those accused, while in case of politicians, the accused tend to cry foul. But does burning tires or cars or resorting to violence to protest probes prove innocence? Clearly not. However, the first go-to excuse for any political party is terming investigation as harassment. Since India's independence, thousands of financial frauds have taken place, but those by politicians was a special feature of one political party. Robbing the public while grabbing power had become a norm from states to center. It changed with the change in regime, and several skeletons have come out of erstwhile ministers' closets. While the ED continues with its pursuits, it is but obvious that more dirt will be dug out. The country is watching. Thank you for joining us today. Do let us know in the comments below what you feel about this. Until next time, this is Richa Dwivedi signing off. Dhanyavad and Namaste.